channel. How are you today? So happy April favorites. I know it's the middle of May. Ernesta, do you mind? Can I help you? You guys see that? Can you see this? Coffee break with Mern again? Yeah, coffee break with the Merns. So I know it's the middle of May, but I think that's just kind of like what we're gonna start doing from now on is doing our monthly favorites about mid-month through the next month, and that's just how it's working out. Let's get started with monthly favorites. I do want to share 3 palettes, and I usually don't like to mention too many palettes or even a palette at all because they tend to be a little bit pricier, but these are definitely product standouts. And I told you guys in a couple of other videos that I wanted to, you know, really go through my collection and start to rediscover products and you know, give them some limelight, or if they don't really have space in my heart, then to pass them on. So 3 palettes that I really enjoyed this month, and I'm going to give you guys just my overall thoughts because it's, you know, monthly favorites, and of course with the favorite there's always going to be pros and cons about the product. So the very first monthly favorite is this palette that I actually made myself. This is a palette, it's a large, extra large Z palette full of hot pots from Coastal Scents. And Coastal Scents has these single eyeshadows. I think they're normally $2, but you could get them for 99 cents quite often. I actually designed this palette with recommendations from Julia's Allure on Instagram. She has a really big blog as well. Stunning, beautiful girl. And I totally copied a bunch of her favorite shadows, but a couple of my favorites that I wanted to share with you guys in case you were like, oh my god, Hot Pots are on sale, I want to get some of Dani's recommendations. So as you can tell, I'm a very warm color lover. Chamois Nude is definitely one of my favorites. This is perfect for a brow bone highlight. Bless you. Another color that I really enjoy is Pumpkin Pie, and this is actually what I'm wearing on my transition, or as my transition today. If you were watching previous videos that I've done, or just recently I did an eyeshadow look inspired by Makeup Amour. I think her name is Medium. I use Edgy Eggplant, a really beautiful blue-toned purple. Another one of my favorites, am I wearing anything else today? Not from here, but another one of my favorites that I do really like is this, and it's kind of a funky color. This is called Tangelo Tint. It's like a pale orange, but it's a really beautiful transition shade for the summer. So what I'm gonna do is I will list a few of my favorites, maybe like 10 of my top favorites of this palette, in case you guys were curious about the Hot Pots. So that's that for eyeshadow. The other palette that I've really been liking is the Zoeva Cocoa Blend palette. And I don't know where this brand has been all my life, but they actually reached out to me and sent me some products. And, you know, it's been months since I received them, and I hadn't really had time to play with them. So actually, now that I'm talking to you about this brand, I don't know if it's pronounced Zoeva. I thought it was Zoeva. I thought that's how you pronounced it, but I could be wrong. So the Cocoa Blend palette looks like this. It's a really beautiful warm brown palette. It has a couple mattes, a couple shimmers. I use this palette. I'll try and find some looks. If I took a picture or anything, or if I filmed, I'm not sure if I filmed, I'll insert the picture. I don't remember. So this is a really beautiful warm palette. This is a German brand, I believe. They have brushes and makeup. And a brush that I've been loving from Zoeva as well is the 221 Soft Crease Brush. And I like this brush because it's a little bit longer but thinner, so it gives me really great precision when it comes to the outer V area when I don't want to deposit color and then spend too much time blending it. When I just want to put it in, blend it out, and be done, this is a really great color for that. And you could tell I used it with a palette that I'm about to show you. So it's a really beautiful warm palette. It has the matte vanilla shade that I love for the brow bone. It has a beautiful warm brown for the transition shade. This beautiful, almost like burnt brown, burgundy type shade. Really pretty colors. I mean, you have enough colors to do plenty of looks with it. And then the last palette that I've been loving, and that's why this brush is red, is the Violet Voss Pro palette in the Holy Grail version. They have 3 palettes out right now. This is the original one, Holy Grail, the first one to come out. Every time it comes out, it sells out. Then they have an all metallic palette, and in May or June, I believe Laura is going to come out with like a collaboration palette with Violet Voss as well. So the Holy Grail palette looks like this. It's just a completely warm palette, full of warm browns, warm oranges, burgundies, maroons, all warm, completely warm. It's a stunning palette. I love it. It has every type of color you could imagine. It's perfect for all occasions. I mean, you could do pretty much any look with this, with the exception of pops of color. I mean, if you're going to want to do pops of color, you're going to have to reach into a single eyeshadow or eyeliner pencils, but it's a great palette. The only thing that I'm a little bit about is the price. This is a $52 palette from a brand that is not that easy to find. It's not a mainstream brand, and you can't find it at Ulta or Sephora. So $52. I know there's a $10 discount code kind of floating around. So for $40, maybe, you know, it's a great palette. I love the colors. The pigment is great. The looks that I've been able to come up with, I'm happy with all the looks that I'm able to come up with, especially this color down here, Wine and Dine, is definitely my favorite. But yeah, the price seems a little steep for a brand that perhaps you may not have heard about. And I know it doesn't make sense to buy things based on whether they're popular or not, but we're humans, and human nature indicates that if it's talked about, if it's trendy, if you could see it at a store, then you think it's a good product. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to be kind of one of those things where you have to have leap of faith and try, like ColourPop. So it's definitely a great palette. Then, when it comes to hair, I posted this on my Instagram. This is a dry shampoo from Drybar. And Drybar is a salon all on its own, but it's also a brand carried at Sephora. And this is the Detox Dry Shampoo. I know when I posted this on my Instagram, everyone said that the scent was way too strong and overpowering. It totally competes with your perfume. And while I agree that it's really strong, I really like it because for me, there's nothing worse than feeling that when someone comes near me, I'm gonna smell like pillow. Like, I hate that. I hate feeling like I smell like coco. You know what I'm saying? Like in Spanish, it's like, oh my God, huele a coco. Like, I don't want to smell like that. I don't want to smell like pillow. So this one, not only does it absorb better than any dry shampoo that I've ever used, but it also smells really good, and that's what I need. It is a white dry shampoo. They do have a brunette version, which for me, I believe the formula is not the same. It doesn't work the same, but it's awesome. It's pretty freaking fantastic. I mean, it smells really strong, but the scent is nice. I really like it. I'd rather smell really perfumey than like pillow. So there's that. It's a little pricey, but I don't use dry shampoo that often. You know, most of the time my hair is like in a chongo folongo, like in a big top knot. Well, not big, I have like 3 hairs, okay? Usually my hair is like in a really weak ponytail. So that one helps the sister out. Then let's talk about a couple of skin products. So I recently did a review on the Urban Decay One and Done. I don't know if you guys can see it, it's right there. Urban Decay One and Done, like Skin Perfector. It's similar to a BB cream or a CC cream, like a sheer foundation, I don't know. It's basically I would say a CC cream. It has sun protection, it evens out the skin tone, it, you know, blurs imperfections. And a lot of you asked me, hey Dani, you did a review on the Bare Minerals Complexion Rescue, and now you're doing a review on that one, but tell us the truth, which is your favorite? And hands down, I have to prefer this one over Urban Decay's One and Done. Now, that's not saying that the Urban Decay one isn't good. I still like it. I'm definitely gonna go through it and finish up the bottle, but the reason that I like the Bare Minerals Complexion Rescue, one, because I don't have problems building it up. I know some of you said that you could build up the Urban Decay one. I couldn't, so that's one thing. And then the other reason is that the Bare Minerals color range is a lot more friendly. There are many more colors in the selection, and I love this one because I'm in the shade 3 Buttercream, and it's slightly yellow, which I love in my face products. My undertones are neutral, so I could swing either way, but I prefer to buy my foundations or face products with a yellow or warm undertone because I feel like they are a lot more flattering. I'm actually wearing this today with translucent powder over, and I'm really happy with the results. There hasn't been a time where I use this that I don't like the way my face looks. And I could use this from the, you know, the most dressed down, low maintenance day ever without eyebrows to the most dressed up day like today. I'm actually filming on Mother's Day and I just went out. You know, I tried my best to look pretty, and I'm wearing it as my foundation like base product, and I really like it. I love the results that it gives me. Speaking of face products, I've been having a lot of trouble with my under eye. I don't know if the products that I've been using just haven't been vibing, or maybe the setting powder, you know, is too drying now. Maybe I'm showing my age and I'm getting a little bit more dryness in my under eye area, but I'm having trouble with it. And I think one of the products that really highlighted the trouble that I'm having with my under eye area is the Smashbox Color Correcting Stick. These are those sticks that come in green, orange, darker orange, and purple. And so I was trying to use this guy to see if I liked it and how I felt when I was trying new products. And this one just reminded me how much I love this one. So my monthly favorite is the Tarte CC Under Eye Corrector. If you guys have a dry under eye area, or you struggle with panda eyes, like a lot of darkness in the under eye area, this is a product that I just absolutely love. It's so hydrating. It's friendly with setting powders. You don't have to put a concealer on top. You could use this alone just to correct that area, and it just feels really moisturizing. So I think what's happening is the older that I get, the drier and the more wrinkly, the more expressive my under eye area is getting. So products like these really help me out. And this one, it's a crayon, but it's a little bit of a waxier crayon, and it's not as hydrating or emollient or as soft and creamy. So it just kind of looks a little bit patchy in the under eye area. Speaking of the under eye area, I recently discovered these pencils from the brand Pony Effect, and I found this brand through Mimibox. Mimibox is like a Korean retailer online where I get some sheet masks from, and I used to actually collaborate with them in the past with their subscription service, but you know, they went through some changes and I don't know what happened, but I just stopped reviewing their subscription. But they do have a website where you could purchase a lot of Korean beauty products, and so that's where I get my masks and a lot of things that I'm looking for. So Pony Effect, I think the brand is Pony. I don't know if it's Pony Effect. I think the brand is Pony Cosmetics. They have these eyeshadow sticks, and they are so freaking awesome. I'm going to insert a swatch of a couple that I did for you guys, but if you get one, like if you get one of these, you definitely have to get Bumpy. That's the name of the pencil. And I like these because they're a lot thinner, so you could use them as an eyeshadow base. You could use them to, you know, even out the skin tone of your eyelid. You could use them as a base for an eyeshadow look, but you could also use them as an eyeliner because they're not that thick like normal eyeshadow pencils. But the color Bumpy is so unique. It's like an orangey brown, like a mustardy orangey brown, and you guys know how I feel about that weirdness color. So definitely a fabulous discovery this month. But when it comes down to life-changing makeup discoveries this month, I have to give it to the IT Cosmetics Superhero Mascara. I've probably talked about this via my Instagram like 72 times already. I'm gonna insert a couple pictures to show you guys the results that this mascara gives. You guys know I've always been a huge advocate for drugstore mascaras. I could go and I can get, you know, the L'Oreal Butterfly or Maybelline Butterfly, the butterfly one. I could get the butterfly mascara or the Miss Manga mascara. I love that one. There's so many drugstore mascaras that I love, and I could get them with a discount. I could get them on sale, and I could get them for like $3 each. And they die after 3 months. You throw them away and you don't feel so bad. Higher end mascaras, I mean, they're between $18 to $25, even $30. Really expensive. And I'm like, dude, it's just a mascara. But the It Cosmetics Superhero Lash is probably the savior for people with lashes like me. My lashes are like vanilla. If you curl them, they stay curled. If you don't put anything on them, you can't see them. They're basically like just there, you know, they need a lot of help. So false eyelashes look great, but I have, I don't know, like 4 eyelashes. And so when it comes to mascara, they really have to do something. So I either have to do a mascara combo or I have to do like 4 layers of mascara. With this one, and I'm not even kidding, I'm wearing 1 coat of mascara. Like, can you see the 1 coat of mascara? This is 1 coat of mascara. I don't think it comes in waterproof. I don't think it comes in like brown or blue or anything. I think it's just like 1 type of mascara. I haven't had any issues flaking, smudging, clumping, nothing. I mean, it's a great mascara, and I actually like it because it's one of those where it lasts all day, and then when you go to wash your face at the end of the day, it comes off in like chunks, like it just completely just comes off. It doesn't like give you the soap opera like smeared mascara all over your face. No, it just kind of flakes off with water. I mean, it's awesome. 1 coat, you guys, like 1 coat of mascara. It's fantastic. I think it's $21, $24, I don't know. I always list, link, and price everything in the description box below. But you guys, if you buy anything from this video or any of my recommendations, this mascara is freaking awesome. It wouldn't be a monthly favorites if I didn't talk about nail polish, and you've probably been staring at my fingers this whole time. This color that's on my nails is Let Him Run Wild from Colores de Carol. This is an indie polish brand. It's really awesome. It's the limited edition summer collection. It's kind of like a Beach Boy theme. Beach Boys theme. I'll insert a nail swatch up close so you can see the true color of it. I don't know if the camera's getting it. It looks kind of yellow on here, but it's more of like a electric yellowy with a little bit of green. I don't know. It has tiny holographic glitter that you can't really tell, but who cares when it's this bright and happy? I don't care if you have glitter or not. It's amazing. And then the other color is from China Glaze, and this is the color None of Your Risky Business. This has been on my toes more than 2 weeks already. It started to chip, so I took it off and I put it right back on because I loved it so much. Maybe I'll insert a swatch. I'll have to think about it because I don't want my feet floating around on the internet, cochinos. And of course, we have to mention like 75 cheek products because it's me and I love cheek products. 4 products that I want to share. One is actually a combo. The Dandelion cheek products from Benefit. I honestly would pass these up over and over and over and over again at Sephora and Ulta's, and I would be like, this color is not going to show up on anybody. Like, who would wear this? Like, who does this show up on? It shows up and it looks really pretty. So the other day I had to go to my son's school for like a mommy and me lunch date or whatever. So I wanted to do a really light makeup look. So what I decided to do was layer like the cream version over the Bare Minerals that I'm wearing right now. So I put on the Bare Minerals Complexion Rescue, then I put on this with my Beauty Blender, and then when I set everything with the powder, I went in on top with Dandelion, the powder version, and it just gives you a really beautiful, jovial, kind of just pretty look. Like, it's a soft baby pink. You can't really go overboard with it, but it does show up. So it's not like you're putting in all this work and it's not even gonna show. It shows up and it looks really pretty. In fact, even if you didn't want to set it with a powder, the cream version or the liquid version actually sets really nice. You don't have to set it with a powder, and it's a little bit deeper in color than the powder version. So that's probably why it looked, you know, like a really beautiful flush. Then the other blush product that I've been loving is the BECCA Luminous Blush in Camellia, and I was wearing this in several videos that you've probably already seen. When I saw these, I was like, holy crap, these are gonna be so shimmery, and they are, but in the best way possible. They're not chunky or glittery. They just give your cheek like a really luminous glow. It makes you look healthy and radiant without like the chunky or the sparkle. Like, you're not gonna be holographic, you know what I'm saying? It's just gonna give you a really beautiful luminous glow. The name has the word luminous for a good reason. And then the last cheek product is the Pixi by Petra Peach Honey Beauty Blush Duo. I got this in the mail as a sample, and when it arrived, I was like, I thought the same thing as with this one. That's not gonna show up. Like, what is this gonna do? This, like, I'm light complected, and with this, like, what is this gonna do? It's not gonna do much, right? But believe it or not, it's a really beautiful combination of colors. So what I decided to do today is I'm wearing a blush from Too Faced called Where's Your Poppy? Who's Your Poppy? Something like a pun on the flower, on the poppy flower, in a palette that I have. And I felt like it was a little too pink. I wanted to mellow it out but kick it up with highlight. And so what I did is I topped the blush with this, and then I just put a little bit of this one on top of my cheekbone area. So I thought it gave me a really beautiful, just healthy, natural glow. Well, not natural. You guys know there's never anything natural about my cheekage. So it's a winner. It's definitely a winner, and you can find it at Target. So heads up, the next time you're at Target buying milk, maybe you want to swing by and get this blush duo. In my last beauty favorites, I mentioned the Lancome Juicy Shakers. I talked about how much I love them, how much you need them in your lives. But when I did my review on the Juicy Shakers last month, I did not get a chance to review any of the nude shades. All of the shades that I reviewed for you guys were like peach, pink, a little bit of red, there was a purple in there, but none of them were nude. And so curiosity got to me, and I thought, well, they do have a couple nudes in the range of 20 colors, so I have to try one out and see if I like it just as much as I like the other ones. I'm back here to report that you need Piece of Cake in your life. It's a beautiful color. I actually like this one more than any of the other ones that I mentioned in that video. I told you guys that Apricot and Melly Melon were my absolute favorites. Remember I called it my yoga pants pink? This is definitely an everyday like lip moisturizer for me. It's in my purse. I keep it with me at all times, and I absolutely love it. So Piece of Cake, the scent on this one isn't as yummy as the other ones, but it really doesn't matter because the scent doesn't linger. So Piece of Cake is a beautiful shade. And then my last beauty favorite are actually the new, what are these called? Clay Pots waterproof liners from Tarte. I actually purchased these myself from the website because I couldn't find them, and I believe these have coconut water in them. So shamefully, I actually purchased several of them. I think I purchased all the limited edition colors. They have like a cobalt blue, a baby blue, a purple, blah, blah, blah. But the ones that I really wanted to talk about were two in particular. These are two, I'm actually wearing one of them today. This is the purple color called Fairy Wings. And then I did a tutorial using this one. This is the shade Mint. Now the reason that I wanted to talk about these, I also have rose gold to show you and white. The reason I wanted to talk about these is because I've been having not the best luck finding potted liners. I feel like they dry out really fast. They are streaky, a lot of them get crumbly, and just recently I got so discouraged with the ones from ColourPop. I don't know if you guys have seen the ones that ColourPop has, but they are probably one of the worst formulas I've ever used in my life. And I feel awful saying that because you guys know I'm ride or die for ColourPop. I believe in all their products. I love their brow pencils. Their eyeliners, like the eyeliner sticks, are phenomenal. Those pots need to be reformulated immediately. You put them on and then you run over them with like your finger and they just completely fall off like a scab. Like they fall off like a scab. They don't leave a stain, color, or anything. They just crumble off your eyes. And so I've been wanting to try a cream potted liner that I could use as an eyeliner, but if I wanted to or needed to, I could also use it as a base. Finding a white base that doesn't go anywhere is pretty tricky. And the one that I really liked was one from Limeade, but you know, I needed to find a new white base, and I'm really excited with these because they are not crumbly at all. The pigment is so pretty. I mean, look at this one. It's purple, but it's such a wearable purple. You know what I'm saying? So super happy with these. I don't know. Some of the colors are limited edition. I don't know which ones are and which ones are permanent to the range, but I'm pretty sure the ones with the gold caps are limited edition. But I think you can only find them at Tarte.com or TarteCosmetics.com. I don't think Sephora or Ulta have these limited edition shades, but regardless, you guys know I take care of you, and I will link it in the description box below. So that is it for my monthly favorites. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what some of your monthly favorites are in the comment section below. And you guys, embrace the change. Let that be the theme of this year. Let's just embrace the change. I'm gonna try different things and we'll see what works out, okay? The content is still the same, it's still me, but you know, we'll think about it. We'll see. Don't start a petition or anything. We'll see. We'll see what works best for all of us, okay? I really hope you guys are having a fantastic May. I hope you had a fabulous Mother's Day. And like always, if you found this video useful, entertaining, or learned something, please give me a thumbs up or subscribe if you haven't already. And until next time, this coffee break is over. Bye, guys.